That we do, B. That we do. What's up, you guys? It is Tuesday.
Two for Tuesday!
For this Two for Tuesday, we're giving
$2
away...
tips are accepted.
Huh? Oh. First person in the room gets a chameleon color of their choice. You just have to text me your shipping address. Waiting. Rachel Snyder. Hi, Rachel. You win. Shoot me a text to 214-402-9996. On today's live feed, Jeff will be showing you guys. Sorry about that. The window's open. We're spray painting. Jeff is going to show you guys how to fix your resin piece if you have bubbles that gave your piece a bad complexion, a smudge because something got into your negative space, a bug lands in it, you got a hair. Basically, any error or mistake that you find yourself in, we're going to show you how to fix it. So stay tuned.
Two! Who gave it to you?
Did it come with the glass? The rock, the pebbles?
Yes.
I know it's still drying, but...
Oh, you can shut that.
Just trying hard not to say that words.
All right, are we on me?
We are on you.
All right, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Jen Germs. I'm sure this is who sent this to me, right? Jen Germs? She knows that I love this Santa Cruz Screaming Hand. I love anything Santa Cruz stickers. I don't know why. I think it just stems from skateboarding back in the day, and I just love that image, the screaming hand, the blue screaming hand. And she sent me some, and it was very sweet of her, and I love them, and I have no idea where to put them because these are the kind of stickers that I want to put somewhere that I know I'll see all the time, not part of the time, or something that I might get rid of. Like, you know, if you put them on the laptop, that laptop could go kaput, and then you can't peel them off because then they're tear or they're not sticky anymore. But she did this one of her dog. Is this what she said? Her dog. She put her dog on this magnet. That's what I want to say. I want to remember that's what she said, which is this is a magnet, which is so amazing. I would love to see Bowie on one of these.
Know it.
The face, the eyeball.
Hey, Laura Taylor.
And I love these. And then there's one with Santa Cruz with, I used to tell people I was from Santa Cruz in junior high because I hated where I was from. I'd be like, yeah, I'm from Santa Cruz, California.
You totally are.
Because skateboarding, like, that was the thing. I'm from Wichita, Kansas.
Instead of using the sticky back. Miss Gray, that is quite an undertaking for your first project to be a big dinner table.
All right, so I'm just gonna sand this with some 400.
Will you show them the errors that we're going to be fixing?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I don't know, I guess I didn't heat this part over here, which I swear I did. And it came out with bubbles.
Wait.
Something. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys can see this if I do this. Right there. Can you guys see that? Right there. Bubbles. And then some trash. There's some trash in here. Hair. And then there's a smudge that showed up, which That's why you always have to be super careful. Even if you think your hands are clean and there's a little bit of dirt on it and you touch it, you don't see it because you're moving around. When you put resin over it, it'll just pick it right up. Pick it right on up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sandpaper. I'm going to get one by Rags. This is a pretty good sized rag.
You need a smaller one?
I do. I don't like how bulky that is. What I like to do is put a rag in between here so that I don't ruin this part and this part of the sandpaper by scratching them together. And it gives you a nice even surface when you're sanding so you don't get your fingerprints in the sand. Like if you sand something, you notice it looks sanded, but you can also see where you've pushed down on the sandpaper. And this gives you a nice even coat, and it's easier to grab the sandpaper like that. So I'm just gonna start up here on these guys.
Did you say what?
Huh?
Did you say what grit that was?
Yeah, 400.
Laura Taylor,
And I'm just gonna go
thank
in
you
a
so
circle.
much.
Laura Taylor, thank you. You could see immediately where these
Laura, I got one of those
bubbles
finger
are.
oxygen checker things. Hasn't been below 98, so that's good. Really appreciate it, Laura.
Look, you can see kind of where the bubbles were, where it. That's crazy. Where
Waiting on it to
like,
populate on my screen. Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, I think that's where the highest point was. So it's gonna hit that more. So you just slap the sandpaper, knock that dust off there.
Slap the devil out of it.
Yeah.
Well, hello, free spirit. Have an awesome day over there in Oz. So you don't have to like.
I've been to Oz. Is it Oz, Kansas?
Australia.
Oh. Get that hair out of there immediately.
Do you find yourself with like a bug or something larger fell into it? You're gonna have to use a heat gun to loosen your resin a little bit, and so once you soften the resin, you can pick it out with tweezers or an X-Acto blade, and then it'll be ready to go for the flood coat. 400 is small grit, right?
It's smoother than 220. The higher you go in grit, the higher the number, the smoother the sandpaper. So let's say I go up to 600. It would be way smoother than this. It would take you forever. Thank you. Take you forever to sand something. And let's say I went down to 220. It would give me bigger sand marks half the time to sand it. But then let's say if I went down to 60 or 80, it would be, it's like rocks. So the lower the number, the coarser the sandpaper. And I should have a mask on while I'm doing this. What is that?
So another Laura Taylor,
Laura Taylor.
and then Miss Arlene as well. We really appreciate it, you guys. Every dollar goes right back into the channel. Bowie. And maybe every once in a while I'll get Bowie and Cujo a present. Laura, you're gonna make me every cry on TV. Nope, YouTube. Love you too, Laura. I hope you're doing well. You guys, Laura is she's a frontline worker. She works in the hospital, and she's a boss lady.
Awesome. Don't want to get that.
We really appreciate it, Laura. I really appreciate it, Miss Arlene. Thank you guys so much. We miss you too, Laura. Whenever you get a break from killing COVID, bring your new mobile house down here.
You guys can stay in here. We'll stay in there.
You Goodness, is Laura's gonna be getting a text from her bank soon. LOL. The bank actually may be used to it. It really helps us so much, you guys.
All right, I think that's good. When it turns matte like this, when it's very frosty, that's when you know you've pretty much covered the entire thing. And now I'm just going to put some alcohol on this rag that I have handy, and we're just going to wipe it down.
Wish you could come down here some point, Laura, but we know you're really busy. Give my two little buddies a hug, please. She has amazing fur babies, and yes, she does have a wonderful husband. It's always scary when you sand down a resin piece because you feel like it's never gonna be pretty again because you're scuffing it and it's like hazy.
Well, let's say if you had a gold vein on here or a silver vein, you would definitely take off the gold or the silver on top there because that's floating. So if you ever do this, try to go around that gold because you'll take it off unless you're putting more on. Mm-hmm. And that always looks nice too, because what you've done is you've taken off the sheen, but you've left the gold vein. And then when you put your flood coat over this, add more gold.
It'll give a lot of dimension.
Yeah, it'll give it some floaty dimension there.
It's so crazy that it looks two different colors on camera. Like the big one is reddish purpley and the other one's yellow. Alright, so we've dealt with how to get a bug out and how to fix a bad complexion with hair and bubbles. So now you will have some pock marks. If you wanted to, you could leave it like this. Sound like Rhonda. You could totally leave this finished. You totally could, but we're not. I guess it's because you have the RK3 shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing the Rhonda shirt. Rhonda and the Kenny shirt.
So now we're going to have to deal with the smudge.
Yeah, there's two smudges right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. It's right here and right here. It's just like a fingerprint or something that... Can they see that? Oh. It might be too bright. And then you guys can see that. Those.
Oh no, you can see the dots.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my filigree stuff. You might not be able to see it.
So Frank has a question about, I did a recent piece on gallery wrap canvas and had a few too many fireball shots and left my propane torch on a spot for a bit too long, the size of a $50, and it bubbled up really bad. Feels like a rock and is an eyesore. Sorry if I'm not jumping the gun on y'all's demo, but was wondering if y'all had that before. We've scorched our resin before.
Just add some glass or some... Just add texture to it. Add more texture to it.
You can add texture to it, or you can sand it down and do a flood.
If it's not sticking up above it. It might be like... Send us a picture. Post a picture.
Frank, I can give you specialized help on that.
What if we did this?
Shoot me a text.
I need your guys' opinion. I want to put this little bee right here.
402.
I don't know why,
9996.
but I really just want to do that.
So, Frank, if you shoot me a text to that with a picture of what your issue is, I'm happy to help you. So, is that bee clear?
Yes. See? Like, just the gold's going to go on there. So you'll be able to see that stuff through it. I think it'll look fun. But then that flood coat, we'll have to do another flood coat, because I think you'll be able to see that. be? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it off just because.
Cute.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I need to come up with some kind of.
Laura says, Arlene, yep, he's a good guy. I gave him an allowance.
Those are tiny pinholes.
Yeah, from the bag complexion.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pock marks from the bubbles. So what happens is, when you mix your resin, bubbles form, and you'll see them because it'll make your resin cloudy. But once you put everything out on your canvas, and you hit it with heat, if you have a thicker layer of resin or if it's colder temperature, even if you hit it with heat on top, the bubbles can't work their way all the way out. So you have to come back and check it every few hours and hit it with a little bit of heat to help the bubbles release fully. Or you'll sometimes end up with this poor complexion type situation here where you'll have to do another float coat. So, yeah, that's what we're fixing. Should have put that in the left bottom corner with the signature. So half of why Jeff really wants to add that in there is to cover a little.
It looks like a paint mark, but I just don't. I don't remember that happening, and I don't know if it's from spraying that the chameleon and I had maybe paint in it, or when I was taking off the masking that it touched it, and I just don't remember how that happened. And when it's clear coated and all this is sparkling, it's pretty difficult to see unless you look right at it.
But as artists, we look right at it.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike? Laura spoils everyone around her.
All right, so I think I want to do a big.
To address the smudges that we have on this piece, what Jeff is going to do is add some filigree or just a doodle design. It seems like you always end up doodling when Laura Taylor hops in the room.
I think so.
So what he's going to do is, you can either do it with a paintbrush or a paint pen. Really doesn't matter what you use because we're going to do a flood over it, the complete thing anyways, to seal everything in.
I'm not going to go over that shadow because I don't want to do that.
So what colors are we going to filigree? Are we going to do gold or are we going to do just
I want to do
white?
white. I just want to do white. I want it to be a very subtle.
Yeah. But since it is a thicker flood coat, it'll leave a great shadow. Jeff loves doing white on white everything.
It's so much fun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece of tape.
What kind of tape? This good?
Blue. No, I want the blue because it's skinnier and it's not as tacky. I just had it. Oh, it's up there.
Frank, I think I just heard your message come through. I'll get to it today. What time today? I can never tell, but will be today. So what are we doing, B?
I just want to put a line down so I can have a straight. Because I think I want to do a negative space line. I want it to be straight on one side so that I can come off of it and do. I don't know. I don't know if I even want to do that.
Our pleasure, Frank. We'll help you fix that.
And I thought about what if I made drips come from down here up here, like off this.
What color?
White.
Oh, white drip.
But then this, I don't like that. I would want to. I don't want to put any airbrush on it.
Yeah. So you're just measuring that to make sure it's like even.
Yeah. We'll do 1.5.
You're super precise.
Well, when stuff like that is off, it really looks off. So what I want to do, I'm going to do some stuff up here. I'll probably go like, phew,
Pew.
pew. Negative space line, maybe put a line through here. One of them.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure maybe that stuff will come off with alcohol since it's resin. But I'm not super sure since it was sanded. Like
What?
if you put a line down and don't like it, maybe
Oh.
we'll wipe it off.
Yeah, that's why I'm this one time and only. I don't want to. I would do that with the chalk pen, but not this.
There's this person on TV doing a dry erase painting, pointillistic style portrait with dry erase markers.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't want to interrupt what you're doing, but he's almost done if you want to look at it. It's a kid in the ocean or water. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So Arlene, it's up there for the amount of time allotted for the amount of donation. I don't know why they do it that way, but for like $1, it's up there for like 5 minutes, and then the longer it's up there is dependent on the dollar amount. I appreciate every dollar, and you guys are awesome. So don't ever feel the need to donate. It definitely helps us, but also it helps us if you did just share our videos on your social media. Or ever since you told me to get my oxygen finger thing, it's technical terms, I check it like a couple times a day. So right now you were just out of break, but it's better now. Laura is the best nurse ever, and she runs the tough shifts. But she's a fair ruler.
A fair ruler.
Yeah.
Right. There was a lot of paint that came out of that last one.
She is a frontline hero. She truly is. You can use that embossing gun if you need to.
And you can use alcohol. Don't like it.
Great, thank you very much. So what's going on, Dee?
I actually think you can take that off with, if
Alcohol?
it's still wet, then you can still take it off with alcohol.
Right now, after a 4-day stretch, I'm a tired ruler. I can't even imagine, Laura. You're amazing. So I may change the camera from overhead to slightly over, like on the other side, so they can see what you're doing a little better. So you may have to use the hat. Carrie, thank you. I love all you guys so much.
Oh, look at that. That's different. I like it when I do stuff like this and it's different from what I'm used to doing.
Oh, I love that breakthrough
Yeah.
look. We'll show you guys in a little bit. It's hard to see from, well, you can see it a little bit. Oh, thanks, you guys. I've had the blush used for like a month now, I feel like. We'll give you guys an up close view in a second. So excited for you, Sue. That's gotta be tough, Laura. And frustrating. Have an awesome meeting, Rachel. I have a sneeze stuck in my nose. Yeah, we haven't really been anywhere or done anything. We've got a lot of friends out there that are being extra social, which we find absurd, especially with all of the new cases like being brought up. I think we're at almost 12% positive in Dallas, which is bananas. But yeah.
I just think it's crazy that the places allow it, that allow people to gather like that.
Hey, Petra.
This is something way different. I love this. Like,
Oh, I was like, usually when you say different.
no, like it adds, like it was very simple, and then if you just add just a really thin outline, put a little bit of filigree in that, like.
Here you go, B. You're way off. They can see it. You can see.
I don't know how they can see that.
Like right there, but go more left.
No.
Yeah, you can see that. Houston's having problems too. Yeah, the governor said that he's about to do another shelter in place if people can't get their act together and stay home. Thank you, Shane. I saw coral on your wall. So glad she made it safe. Exactly, Laura. We do curbside dropout service, if that makes sense. Like when someone comes over here needing paint, most of the time, we do a dropout service. Boop. Is this the chive that's on TV? That's what it looks like, but for art.
The chive?
Yeah, look at the TV. It's like, it's all been art stuff.
Oh, it's just the TV. Yeah, it is. Remember, People Are Awesome. That's the channel that's on regular TV. There's no cable on. That's what our TV has, like that cable. That is so crazy because it doesn't look like you would be able to see any of that.
Did she get dinged in transit, Shane?
What happened?
No. Agreed, Laura. Agreed. What do you think he's gonna say, Arlene?
And see, when you guys do this on something with resin on it, when you put a coat of resin on this, it's gonna make this pop above this white because it's a different color white, and it's literally gonna have a shadow. Like it'll definitely look above it. And then if you want to take it a step further, put another layer of resin over it, sand it, put another resin layer, then do another writing, like those fish in those little cups that people paint.
Mm.
That's pretty amazing.
All is well. How are you? What kind of pen are you using?
This is a Posca pen. White. If you guys can see that.
Laura! Thank you so much, Laura.
It's upside down.
She said, here's one for E&J and their awesome business. Applauding you, my loves. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it so much, Laura. She talked me off the ledge the other day. Every time I get the sniffles, I'll message her. So this time I was like, it's real. It's really real. She was like, you need to get this, this, and this is what you need to look out for, and this and this. And so, I'm good. Still have sniffles, but it's okay.
And if you notice, I'm using my arm, I'm not drawing a straight line like that. I'm literally just moving my arm in a straight line.
So you're drawing from the shoulder instead of with your wrist?
Yeah, whenever I do a straight line like that.
Well, everyone has their own deal with masks and your own accountability, so it is what it is. Everyone's an adult, and so if you don't feel like wearing a mask, then that's you. That's, you know, absolutely do what you do. Personally,
But let's say you're carrying the virus and don't know it. You walk by somebody that is very sick, that's probably out getting medication because they don't have somebody to go do it for them, and you cough on them, or you touch something, you touch a door handle, or something like that, and you're not careful and coughing and talking, you could pass that to somebody. You know, not even know it.
yeah, it's calculated, but you just have to do what you feel is right for you and the people around you. Like, you can't be forced. I guess you can. Some places there's like a $500 fine for not wearing a mask when you go out into certain areas, and it is what it is. Personally, for Jeff and I and our household, we're just not taking any chances on affecting other people. We feel like, should we get it, we would probably be okay, but it's that we don't want to get other people sick from contact and etc. So we're not judging people for not wearing a mask. We're just doing what we can by wearing a mask. We don't have any breathing issues as some people have. We don't have an asthma situation. So, I mean, there's circumstances for everybody, and you have to do what you think you can for the good of yourself and the greater good of everybody within your own constraints. I don't know if that made sense out loud, but in my head it made sense. Anyways.
See, I like adding little filigree stuff to straight lines. There's not anything there. I didn't put a little leaf or a little circle, but when you add that, it just brings out a little more detail. It makes it look a little more like you thought about doing it. You just didn't outline it and, you know, make it done.
Laura says, y'all don't know, Ian and I have a different relationship. I'm old enough to be her mom, but she's more like a girlfriend. I told them that if I could just keep her and Jeff, I would. We are really tight friends that live on the other side of the world, basically. She lives way on the West Coast, and we're in Texas. Anyways.
I love this. I love it.
What it do, Vamp? You be careful driving and YouTubing. Vamp.
You know what? I'm going to sign this over here just so that it's just off. Because I signed it on this side, but I forgot I have to paint this white. Or whatever color we're going to paint it. So the signature is going to be covered up. So I'm going to actually sign it with this white Posca pen to where it's not, you know, what is that? Overtaking, like, it's not taking away from it. Like if I were to sign this in black or gold down here, it would take away from the...
You can't see it.
It would take away from the negative space, I think. And now that I've put this on here, it's still negative. It's white. So it's not like overpowering it. If I were to do this in gold or black, then you would have, you know, your negative space would be gone.
Right. Arlene says, Jeff, the white on white looks really, really cool. You guys can't even see how cool it looks in its entirety right now.
Bada bing. It's so fun.
Super fun. What else?
Well, yes.
Did you sneeze?
Yeah. You sneeze into the pillow. It was going to be a loud one. All right. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Hey, don't eat that. These masks that my friend Julie and her husband Gil made for us. Very simple, very clean. I love them. Whoops. The Artist Till Death. It's got the little bee on there. I would love to make these and sell these. I'm not sure how much they're gonna do. I think I paid $10 for each of these because she handmade all of these. So I'm not sure if she put extra stretching on here or what, but they're just normal cloth. I guess if you wanted, you can put your pouch thing in here, just sew it to this and put a little breather thing in there. But these are just for quick casual out to the car or something, or to the gas station or something. I don't know. But she made us this one and then two for Erica. So I thought, what if we did the Artist Till Death or ATD and then put the little mermaid on there? They're just in or what's it called? Just test phase right now. So maybe the ATD and the
Okay.
fun stuff. Who knows? I really would like that. So, and I think our new colors are going to be black and gold because the bee. I think the bee looks more like a bee if there's yellow and black involved. You know?
Anyone else have a shoulder cat?
We have shoulder cat. And a shoulder puppy. What do you think, Bowie? What you thinking, Bowie? So that's it, right? We're good? I guess we could put some resin on this.
It'd help you, but I have a shoulder cap. Bee sting lips. Yes. That's one way to get a plumper. Some people have taco cat. I have shoulder cat. I think your cat's bigger than this one, Shane. At least he looks bigger. So now we're going to put a flood coat over it again. Is this a project for customers? This is not a commission piece. It is available for purchase. My mom got cats that way. They just showed up and never left.
What did I make for this? 10?
In my head, I feel like I mentioned 10 or 12 ounces. I don't know what you actually made.
And it was like perfect.
Aw, your kitty is in love. I think so. But then he does stuff like this. That's painful. She can stand on her hind legs and pull stuff off the counter. Jeff used to have a cat that size.
Yeah, Cash was like that. He was a huge. He was big. He was a big boy. Where's the X-Acto blade? I'm taking this off here and I'm showing these people how this works. Hopefully this will work. So I'm going to take this resin. This stick is covered in resin, right? And it still has the paper on here. So it should be easy to take this off with the resin will come off.
Okay, very good.
Look at that. Resin and all. And so I'm going to take this off just to show you. If you could just get X-Acto blade and peel up just a little bit, if there's enough on here, if you've let this sit in resin,
It's got to be cured. I don't know how long that's been on there. Sure, you could do that, but
there's some right here. Oh, this was from yesterday, isn't it?
yeah, it's gonna be too sticky.
All right. It's just gonna come off in little sections. That's right. Yeah, let's let this sit. We'll let this sit. Like you can tell, like that's like normally that would just pop right off of there. See, that's like this was a new stick yesterday. So you gotta let it set. Let it set for like like 2 days. Let it cure. And you could peel this right off of the stick.
It's sticky.
What time is it? 44.
Hi, Clara. I hope you're having an awesome day arting in your studio. Studio. You're welcome.
Should never mix resin on top of your artwork.
Do what?
You should never mix resin on top of your artwork.
No.
I don't know what that is, but it's really bugging me. Careful not to wipe where you've that.
What is it?
It looks like just something like it's in the resin. And now I can't decide if I want to put something right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Yeah, it's like teal.
Yeah. I didn't even see that before. Hi.
You want me to mix that and you can deal with that, or you?
No, I'm just gotta think of how I want to deal with it.
Yeah, you want to go play with Bowie? I'm sure he misses you. Oh, there's a Bowie right there. Oh, did you see the cat? Here's the cat.
I didn't want to put any white on that side.
Maybe just a dot of white?
It would be,
Noticeable?
yeah, I thought about just taking one, just going like this. Like, just putting
This
it over that.
is a cradle board from our website, artisaled.com. It's a framed cradle board. I wish my cutie would do that. Yeah, that's a cool part about him. Is that he's a shoulder cat. Also, a really horrible thing about him is that he's a shoulder cat.
And he goes
Goes
to your
right
shoulder from the floor. So he has to climb up your legs, your back, or jump onto you from the counter.
He will jump from across the room to your shoulder without any warning. Warning.
All right,
Warning.
so let's just do... I didn't want to put anything on that. So I'll just do one that comes from,
I know, Chloe, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
go in front.
Hey, JJ. That's awesome. Yeah, so I figured it would get better with time, but dang it in the meantime.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go. Can they see me? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go from this filigree over to here.
Laura, thank you so much for tuning in and for being amazing and our friend. And I hope you have an awesome Zoom meeting and you have some downtime from work. Mattify, I have your coaster. Just send me a text with your shipping address. Yeah, I think that filigree you're adding to this makes it very next level-y.
I think so too.
Like, I loved it before, but now I super extra love it. We did get a lot done in lockdown, but to be fair, we don't, lockdown isn't that different for us than another day of the week. We live and work in the same place, our home, so it's kind of just another day. You know? It still looks double colored. You know, you can see in that one camera is the drip. It's so crazy and awesome. What colors was that one? That one's Mother Knows Best and then Sea Witch.
See that? You can do it. still negative space.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Oh, I see. Fabuloso, Jeff.
What do you think we should do about that, though? Is that it's really bugging me.
Someone mentioned putting highlights on with your paint pen, like you mentioned doing in the first place.
Right? I think it would look good. If I don't like it, I can just wipe it off.
Do you want a chalk pen?
None of those are chalk pens.
So Jeff's switching it up to chalk pens to do lip highlights. You're probably gonna have to move your overhead cam.
This is wet erase chalk marker.
Why are you switching to chalk marker from your Posca pens?
Because it's easier and I know it'll, whoops, sorry about that, y'all. I know it'll come off. That looks so weird. Like that. It looks like it's just like a lip and then it just melted.
It looks like a lip and what?
And it's just blah. Do you see what I'm saying? Like at this angle?
Yeah, it just looks like
Blah. Alright, and so I'm going to use this larger chisel tip because I can get these big highlights, these big, you know, more pop arty. And then I have just that corner here. I can use this for just the smaller ones. And I use this because I can just wipe it right off with alcohol. So what I want to do, this lip kind of goes like this, and then these are bigger highlights that go right here. So I'm just going to do where I want these to go. And then we'll do the small ones.
So what he's doing is what the lip would look like if they had like a high shine lip gloss on. That reflection, because of the curvature of the lip and the light, that's what he's about to do. It looks right now like he's about to do like plastic surgery. You know how plastic surgeons like dotted line where they're gonna cut into people? And since he's using a chalk pen, if he doesn't like it, he can just erase it. You can hear Bowie getting real hype with, what's his name? Pugsley? Little boy cat?
I don't like it.
Huh?
I don't like it. I don't like it because there's no definition to tell what this is.
Yeah,
Normally there's those lines.
right.
Or we can do this. Let's try this. We'll make it more pop arty.
It just looks like, it doesn't look like we normally do it.
Yeah.
It looks good on camera.
Yeah, but it looks very sloppy. Like execution, no bueno.
Well, the lines look good on camera. The highlighties.
Yeah, those. Not so much. And you always want to make sure you wipe off all of this. Sometimes there's like a little residue left. And if you don't wipe that off, when that clear hits it, when this... Forgot resin that we mixed up. Over here. Just still fine.
But it's art coat. It'll be fine for a while.
You'll be able to see it. So make sure you wipe that down with a new cloth, a new part of the cloth with your alcohol on it. You will be able to see that. And when I say new part of the rag, it's the rag that hasn't touched this yet.
Use an airbrush. I don't know if he wants to break that out today.
Well, I would have to put all the definition in order for that to work, so I think it'll be all right. Or let's see. Where's the... What if we did...
You want a black paint pen?
Mm-mm. No. Yeah, they wouldn't even look right if I tried that.
We've done a white drip in a couple times.
Mm.
Honestly, that little spot, probably no one's even gonna see. Who looks different?
You know what we need?
Stacey.
We need some. I need a tack cloth. Tack cloth would be good. A tack cloth is what car painters use when they're completely 100% done sanding. They've cleaned the car and they're about to put the paint on. They take a tack cloth or a cheesecloth. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy because it's sticky, but it's
Not.
It's not. and you wipe the entire car down with it, and it picks up any micro dust, dirt, anything, and it doesn't leave any mildew or sticky behind. It's pretty amazing.
Well, we'll just have to order some of those.
Let's make this one more time here. I like to mix this because I don't know how long I mixed it before. So did they get a 2 for Tuesday?
Rachel Snyder. What, Beansy?
Oh.
Y'all, if I don't
So
pay attention to him,
pitiful.
he'll start talking to me. Like this.
Oh.
Then he'll start. Oh.
Hammer. Alright.
If I turn my back to him long enough.
I'll wipe my hand off real quick. Already something in it.
Emily, I gave away a couple of pigments at the beginning
What?
of the feed to the first people that came in.
What is this? There's like red.
Leave it to Jeff to do flourish when adding resin. Right? He does. He doesn't just dump resin on all willy-nilly.
That would have drove me insane if I didn't do anything about that little dot over there.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I'd have been like, now I gotta redo it. Look at that. It's still negative space, y'all. Woohoo!
Woo! You gonna use the big torch?
Use that blue one.
So now I'm just hitting it with some heat to pop those pesky bubbles. Ooh. So now, after those bubbles are popped, we're going to take it to the dust-free zone. And we're going to come back and visit it in a few hours and get it with you again to make sure
Yeah.
there's no more bubbles to get out.
There's trash in this.
What we do about this clear blob to get it on the front here. So that's actually taped off for those clear blob moments. Everyone says it looks amazing. Haven't decided, Gina. I'm thinking about letting it go back blonde for a little bit. Oh, sorry.
Babe, did you show them I got you today? Because I love you.
What?
So did you show them what I got you today?
I didn't.
Should.
There you go, Luigi.
Alright. There we have it. 2 for Tuesday. Filigree Flood Coat.
Jeff got me these today. Yes, and by the way.
And I'm not even in trouble.
No, you did it without any provocation. I think I used that word right.
Alright, I'm gonna. This is so bright. I'm gonna lighten this up for you guys so you can see that a little bit better.
Are your hands sticky? Can we just turn one of the lights off?
You didn't even do anything to this camera. You didn't do anything to any of them. I was like, why does this all look so, Sorry, it's all blurry. I need to put something right there so it'll focus. It's still not focusing.
It's because it has nothing to focus on. That's in a frame now.
Does it focus?
But I can make it focus. There we go.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Move, please. Put some shoes on, please. She really loves to torture me. She really does. Babe, you're so dumb. Move that camera a little bit up so they can see, like, just kind of trace that. Oh yeah, there you go, look at that. It looks so different on their screen. What is the deal? Can you guys see that? It looks different on mine. And it goes on y'all's. The alcohol swab, then a eye nudge.
Swab?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't understand why that does not. It's not that bright. I don't like that at all. My cat is right there. I need to change that water. I don't understand why that water gets so nasty.
I don't know, but I would hit it with heat one more time.
Alright. It's hard to see that. I don't. Well, the AC's on and it's just hitting right over here. I really hate that vent right there.
No, you're not talking too much, Arlene. We just don't understand the question really. When you say alcohol swabs, oh, you were talking to someone, so never mind.
All right.
Since this is the second flood coat, he's super babying it, which you should do. You can see the filigree when you're holding it up like that. They can see it.
You have something in the oven?
Do what?
Something in the oven?
No, but I'm going to, so I'm preheating it. Oh, not able to get. I gotcha. Oh, I see, Arlene. I gotcha. Everyone says nice job, B. They love it.
Thank you.
Right, you guys. Just gonna come back over here and say the goodbyes because I took Moo out not too long ago. And he'll. I gotcha, Clara. Get it. So I'm gonna go start lunch.
All right. Oh my gosh, look at that camera. I don't get it. I don't. You can always tell when she does these, when she has to restart the cameras.
Yeah, it's a little blown out.
It looks terrible. Like, it looks, there's nothing. She drives me insane. She knows just how to drive me crazy. There's no sharpness, there's no saturation.
No, it's basic.
But that has something to do with the way the art looks too. Boy, oh boy. Look at this. We got clear sticker things, and
Ow.
you can go on their website, Avery, and you can make your own labels. Like we did. Or you could put your loved ones on a sticker and make a sticker for them, for their phones. Those are the clear ones, and I got clear ones and I got white ones. But there you have it. 2 for Tuesday. Thank you, everybody. 2 for Tuesday. It's beginning to be kind of fun. Thank you, Lord Taylor. You rock. And who else?
Arlene.
Arlene. Thank you, Arlene, for the
And there was
donation.
one more. If you go to monetization, it'll
And
show you
whoever else I didn't see. So, first munch. Look at you, look real pale. Oh, no, it's because she. First munch, you look real pale.
I am real pale.
She already is real pale. She didn't do anything to these cameras. Like, she reset it and didn't do anything. And didn't put, like, none of these cameras had detail, had saturation, had lighting, had nothing. So yeah, thank you all. Hope you guys have an awesome Tuesday. Go do something fun. Go do something for yourself. Or go do something for somebody else.
Go something creative.
That rhymed. Yeah. Go do something creative. You have time now. Hopefully we inspired you a little bit. Don't forget, we have a class coming up. Live and direct from ATD Studios. July 25th. All you have to do is buy the kit on artistsouldeath.com. It's called Pour With Us.
Or don't buy the kit.
Huh?
Or they can don't.
Or don't buy the kit. You can use your own materials if you have it. And pour along with us. You have to buy the kit before the 20th because they will stop going on sale unless you can come and pick it up between the 20th and the 25th. You're more than welcome to do that. You're more welcome to shop in our shop if you like. Like I said, July 25th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be pouring a geode. Erica will start from the beginning to the very end. All skill levels welcome from ages 13 and up. And it'll be a good time. This will be our 4th one. We've had a good turnout for them. For each of these. They're all been different. So yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. This is all of our social media stuff here. Instagram, Facebook, Teespring. Donations. If you want to send us some things for snail mail, you sure can. We appreciate every single one of y'all. We wouldn't be anything without y'all. In Instagram, Facebook, and here, and in real life. So yeah, thank you guys for being you. Thank you for supporting us and your loyalty. We try to stay on top of things and give you guys what's good and what's not good. And do the test so you guys don't have to. So
It's true.
have an awesome Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, with my friend Brigitte, she's literally my neighbor. I've known her for 15, 20 years or so. She wants to learn how to gold leaf some lava beads, which these are lava beads. So we're going to do some gold leafing at 8 p.m. Tomorrow with my friend Bridget. So this should be fun. Tomorrow 8 p.m. That'll be Wednesday. Yeah. Today's 2 for Tuesday. Apex airbrushing on Instagram. I sure will first. Yes, thank you, mediators. You guys are awesome. And thank you again, Laura Taylor. You really spoil us. We thank you so much. So with that said, we will see you guys tomorrow. Be kind to one another because you never know what somebody's going through. And have an awesome rest of your Tuesday.